It was a busy night into morning for Meriden police officers.
Once again, very active, very ongoing investigations.
Many nearby neighbors were alarmed by the heavy police presence.
I love this little town. I like to think of it as being safe. Unfortunately, I guess no place is safe anymore.
I didn't even know there was gun violence in this area.
It's getting terrible. Like, guns are all over the place. What happened back in the day when somebody didn't get along? You use your fist. You don't, and now it's weapons, knives, like everything.
English adds, oftentimes there's loitering in the area.
I get woken up from people yelling in the back, people fighting, cars speeding through the parking lot.
Again, there's been notices put out to members of the public in that general vicinity to kind of just lay low and stay clear of that area.
Meriden Mayor Kevin Scarpati says the shooting was targeted and there is no danger to the public.
"28-year-old Beth Ndwiga was an ambitious and hardworking woman. She was raised with her siblings and attended Orville Platte High School until her sophomore year when she transferred to Westwoods Christian Academy in Hamden. While at Platte High School, she was enrolled in honors classes and decided to enroll in college-level courses during her junior and senior years. In a 2012 interview with the Record Journal, then 16-year-old Beth said she wanted to challenge herself and considered focusing on a medical degree in college. In her words, she knew it would all be worth it in the end. After graduating, she attended Middlesex Community College in Middletown and later took a medical assistant course in Wallingford, earning a certificate to work as a medical assistant. Over the years, she worked at various medical offices and loved her job because she genuinely enjoyed helping others. Although she recently moved out of her family home, she kept a close bond with her parents, brother, and sister. Beth would decide to head out for a night of fun with a friend, enjoying the weather and all that Meriden had to offer. Little did anyone know, things would unexpectedly take a turn for the worst. Around 10 p.m. on July 22nd, Meriden police responded to 161 State Street, located near Meriden Green, a 14-acre flood control park and economic development project located in the heart of downtown Meriden. Several calls came in regarding shots being fired in the immediate area. Upon arrival, they would locate an unresponsive adult female.
Meriden police have had large sections of the green shut down overnight, as you can see with all the police tape behind me. And then at around 9:30 this morning, a group of detectives came back out to the scene to further investigate. Detectives walked in a line, combing through the grass of the green for evidence related to this deadly shooting. Police say there was an argument between two people who knew each other, and one woman was shot and killed. Police have not made any arrests yet and have not released any information about a suspect, but said they believe there is no further threat or danger to the public. This happened just after 10 o'clock last night at 161 State Street, right near the corner of Mill Street. This is so close to the train station, so for several hours overnight, the train station was closed and a public bus stop was moved from State Street to Colony Street. This also happened right across the street from the Community Health Center. They chose to cancel their health fair today as the investigation plays out. At this point, police are not releasing the name of the woman who died. In Meriden, Jennifer Jowis, NBC Connecticut News.
The victim was identified as 28-year-old Beth Ndwiga, who was sadly pronounced dead at the scene after succumbing to a gunshot wound. Based on eyewitness accounts, Beth and another woman got into a verbal altercation before a male who was with the woman pulled out a gun and began firing, killing Beth instantly. The man who was with Beth during the altercation attempted to intervene, however it was too late. Beth was gone. Police would quickly identify the suspect as 32-year-old Mariah Farrar of Meriden. Her and Beth were familiar with one another. During the altercation, police believe Farrar was stabbed with a knife, and then Ndwiga was shot. This has not been confirmed or denied. She was immediately taken into custody for questioning. State prosecutors called the killing an execution-style shooting because Beth was shot while on the ground. Farrar's attorney argues the witnesses in this case can't be trusted, and there's no probable cause to arrest her. However, the judge ruled otherwise. According to court documents, an eyewitness told police Beth was assaulted by at least two other people, a man and a woman. At some point during the altercation, Farrar was stabbed in the neck, with her male companion then drawing a gun at the witness. Beth attempted to run across Meriden Green, with both suspects running behind her. The male suspect then shot Beth, who fell to the ground before being shot a second time. Farrar and the male suspect then ran to a nearby train station. Officers found video from a nearby train station where a man in a hooded sweatshirt and sweatpants was seen with an object in his hands, while a woman in a black hooded sweatshirt and gray sweatpants was holding the right side of her neck. Several individuals in the area were able to positively identify Farrar as the female suspect, while confirming that she lived above a downtown coffee shop on West Main Street. This is where she was subsequently arrested and transported to a local hospital to treat her stab wound. During the search of her apartment, officers located a silver folded pocket knife with a blood-like substance. Investigators are following leads and are looking to speak with an additional person of interest. The male they believe pulled the trigger. Beth's death is the city's first homicide in 2024 and has heightened residents' concerns about violence and crime in the city's downtown area. Her family has asked that gifts in her memory be made to Compass Youth Collaborative of Hartford, Connecticut, which aims at mentoring youth to prevent violence. The weapon used in the shooting has never been found.
Meriden police say it all started just after 10 o'clock Monday night when officers found 28-year-old Beth Nwija shot to death on the Meriden Green. Officers closed the area to begin investigating through the overnight and spanning until noon Tuesday. People who live nearby say they're not surprised something like this happened in Meriden.
To be honest, it doesn't surprise me. It really doesn't, because that's just the way Meriden is.
Shortly after investigators wrapped up their investigation at the Meriden Green, police blocked off West Main Street as part of their investigation, saying they believe an argument took place before Monday night's shooting.
We believe that she was involved with a dispute with the particular woman who resides behind us, which is what led us to this apartment today when we obtained that information. We also believe that there might be a male involved. We're not entirely sure about that based on the information we obtained last night. We're hoping to get additional information as the investigation progresses.
Police say they did talk to a woman who was inside the coffee shop below the apartments at the time, but did not say if it was the same woman whose apartment they were searching.
We did take somebody in and talked and spoke with them today. However, as I indicated, there are things that I'm not going to be able to divulge at this time because it could jeopardize our investigation.
Police say the gun used in the shooting has not been located, but due to the possibility of another suspect being involved, officers took all precautions, including the use of tear gas.
Our SWAT team, who was on standby, was utilized for the entry into this apartment. They did make entry into the apartment, at which time they discovered that it was unoccupied.
Detectives are combing through nearby surveillance cameras near the city green for any possible leads as police ask for the public's help.
Yeah, we were not hearing anything from Meriden police in terms of an arrest made in this case. So after we spoke with a local business owner who says she saw a woman being arrested, we went into Meriden Superior Court where we found 32-year-old Mariah Farrar in a hospital gown being arraigned on assault charges in connection to the case. As 32-year-old Mariah Farrar entered into Meriden Superior Court wearing a hospital gown, her attorney argues the witnesses in this case can't be trusted and there's no probable cause to arrest his client. After prosecutors described her alleged involvement in an execution-style murder, the judge ruled there's enough evidence for her to be behind bars. After the appearance, Fox 61 obtained this incident report describing a fight Monday night near the Meriden Green, where police later confirmed 28-year-old Beth Nwija was shot and killed. The court documents say a witness told police the victim was assaulted by at least two other people, a man and a woman. When the witness tried to intervene, the documents show the witness told police one of the suspects drew a gun and pointed it at him. Shortly after, the woman was stabbed in the right shoulder. The papers say the victim then ran across the green with both suspects running behind her. The witness told police the male suspect shot the victim, who fell to the ground. The documents say the witness told police the man shot the victim again while she was on the ground. Both suspects then ran toward the train station. According to court documents, officers found video from the nearby train station where a man in a hooded sweatshirt and sweatpants was seen with an object in his hands, while a woman is seen in, quote, a black hooded sweatshirt and gray sweatpants holding the right side of her her neck, running from the area in which Beth was located toward the train station. Officers took pictures of the suspects from the video, where people identified the woman as living above the downtown coffee shop on West Main Street. When officers got there, they found 32-year-old Mariah Farrar wearing a dark blue hooded sweatshirt and gray sweatpants. Police also saw she had a wound on the side of her neck. Farrar was taken into handcuffs and transported to the hospital. That's when officers closed off the street and entered her apartment with a SWAT team. Documents show officers found, quote, a silver folded pocket knife on which was a blood-like substance. The court documents say there was probable cause to arrest Farrar because she matched the physical description of the female suspect with a wound on her neck.
32-year-old Mariah Farrar was arrested and charged with assault in the second degree and conspiracy to commit assault in the second degree. Bond for Farrar was initially set at $750,000, but was reduced to $250,000 for reasons unknown. She is scheduled to appear in court on August 14th. Details leading up to the verbal altercation remain unclear, and the male suspect has not been publicly identified. The case remains ongoing.